Hello and welcome to episode 35 of Legacy Gaming with Atari Man 71. Apologize that I'm late today. I've been dealing with the audio issues that have been developing over the last few days, and I think I've got them fixed, but unfortunately, I've spent most of my time since I streamed yesterday trying to correct this problem, most of my free time anyway. It turned out it was a little piece of equipment that I think I paid $15 for. It was an upscaler from the RCA composite signal to HDMI signal, and there was a little switch on there that I needed to flip, and once I flipped it a couple times, everything seemed to work again. So I think I'm going to buy a backup of that since it's temperamental, and it was a little cheap piece of equipment. It wasn't really, I think it was $15, so really is not that big of an issue, but I'm glad that I fixed it because now I'm going to be able to bring you the stream tonight without the hissing and the popping and everything that we heard yesterday and a little bit the day before, I believe. So right now I'm playing through my Atari 2600 games. I have over 430 cartridges, about 375 of which I think are unique games, and so I'll play those and stream those. Then I'll upload the stream to YouTube so that people can watch it at a later date. I set chapters in the YouTube videos so you can skip ahead to the games that you want to see, because I know not everyone wants to sit through an hour of me playing Atari 2600 games and giving instructions and information on everything. So if you like these kind of videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please follow me on Twitch. Please follow me on Twitter. I'm on all three media outlets under Atari Man 71. And I leave a comment, participate in chat, do whatever you need. Just be here. I'm not doing this for anything other than fun and to share my collection, because I have this huge collection and I really don't do much with it. I played it with my god kids a few times, but they're really not that interested in the games, and this is just kind of my way to document, what they were in one single repository, I guess. So tonight I have three more games for you. I have Solaris, I have Crossbow, and I have Desert Falcon. And unfortunately, I have not had a lot of time to practice these games. I've played Solaris a little bit because that was kind of my test game when I was trying to debug the audio, and so maybe I'm a little bit better on that. Crossbow and Desert Falcon, though, I don't really have a lot of experience with. So we'll get into it and see how they go, see how much I'm able to accomplish. So the first game I have tonight is Solaris, and I will call up my notes on this. Solaris is cartridge CX26136. It was released in 1986. So this is well after the video game collapse. It uses a joystick controller, and this game is basically the sequel to Star Raiders. A difference is it's third person instead of first person. Star Raiders put you in the cockpit, and Solaris you're sitting behind the game. One of the other things that in my research I uncovered was originally this is going to be titled The Last Starfighter, and evidently they changed their mind because this is really nothing like the Last Starfighter movie. So I didn't really have much time to put any other information in here, so I grabbed some information off of Wikipedia. And so basically the galaxy is made up of 16 quadrants, and in each quadrant there are 14 sectors, and you switch between the quadrants. There are portals at the top, the bottom, the left, and the right of the screen, and so that's how you switch between them. And you can't go past an enemy, and there's a planet that you're basically defending in each quadrant. And so on that planet you can also refuel and I believe repair. I haven't had a chance to read through all the instructions, so maybe when I review the instructions here, we'll see how repairing happens. So basically, you go into battle, you fly, you move your ship into a sector where there's an enemy ship and you can't go past it, so you have to fight them. So you have to engage it, you hyperspace there, you fight the enemies, you clear the sector, and then you're able to move on to another level. If you die in that sector, you continue in that sector. So if you're not capable of beating the enemies, then you'll have issues. And so VGR ratings for this game, the graphics are rated 5 for excellent, and the playability is 5 for irresistible. And I will tell you, this is actually a good game. This is a game worth getting. I agree with these ratings, and this is only the second double 5 that we had. The other one was Track and Field, which I recommended that game as well, even though the 110-meter hurdles is very difficult. But this game, you know, it's a lot of fun, and you know, I myself, when I originally started playing it, I didn't understand it, and I still haven't read the instructions, so I don't know everything. If everything I'm doing is fine, but I was able to figure it out through all the testing that I was doing for my audio, and it is actually pretty fun when you get down to it. You know, your ship can get damaged, and it reverses your controls, so you know, up is down and down is up, left is right and right is left. I mean, it's crazy to fly, and then you're better off just crashing your ship sometimes. But you can repair, I believe, so we'll try to figure out in the instructions how you can do that. So here's my Solaris or Solaris, however you want to pronounce it, cartridge. I'll put it in. And this, coincidentally, this is an Atari game. It does not... So I mentioned that they were reducing their costs. So this does not have the little dust flap, or if it does, it's broken. No, it does not have the dust flap in it that Atari put in all their earlier games, and that's just reducing costs. So let me see here. I'll turn that and then turn it on. There we go. So the picture might seem a little different. I had to make some changes. I put an amplifier in here because I was convinced there was a problem with the audio and I needed to amplify the signal before it came in, and that wasn't it because I got a new video capture card and it had the same problem. So that's when I traced it back to this other piece of equipment. So basically, to start the game, you just push the button, and now we're in the game, and you push the button to take off. Okay, so now we're at the map. So the X is me. The flashing X is me. So I'm going to go to these ships. So now that I'm in hyperwarp, I don't need to worry about... But when I come out, I got to worry about hitting planets. Or stars, or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, so... Got him pretty early there. And your map, so my map is green, so that says there's no more enemies. So those are the little distractors it sends out. And they go away once you shoot the... And so it'll take me back to the map. I don't have to do anything to go to that. Like in... Star Raiders, you have to push the map. You don't have to do that. It doesn't have the touchpad. Oh, I did not go to the right spot. So you can actually run into those too, and it'll destroy them, but it's definitely not good. Oop, there was one. And you can imagine when the controls get reversed. Okay, so the sector's clear. So I'm going to go and refuel now. I'm only half fuel, but... So I'm going to slow way down, because these are the stranded Xylon guys. But I'm not going to get him. I'm going to aim more for this. So there I'm refueling. And like I said, it's funny because you bang into the thing. Oh, I missed him. So eventually, yeah, it's just going to take me. So now I'm going to go over here to these TIE fighters. Oh, that's right. It will not let you go past your planet. So what's going to happen here, and I'll show you, is ugh. Okay, so it actually portaled me into the next sector. So I'm going to go here to go back to clear out that other sector. Because if the enemy can get to the planet, they can attack it and then they can destroy it. Really good sound effects in this game. These things are like moths. It's amazing destroying a whole planet like that, not having any remorse. Just because it's in your way. So, something I didn't mention in the pregame thing that I was realizing after I had written my little notes down, I believe my cousin had this game, and I did play it a little bit. I more watched him play it than anything else. Because to do this on your to figure this game on your own, you know, I think it requires a little effort. So now I'm in another quadrant. That first one is empty, and my fuel is low. So I'm going to take a chance, see if I can get back to the planet. I didn't think about that it was going to kick me into this other quadrant. So I still got some fuel. The other thing, you can actually do this like little out-of-body experience. That's why I remembered my cousin had it, because he used to do this little maneuver where he went left and right all the time in the hyperspace. So this game, you have to manage your fuel. That's really kind of one of the requirements. So this whole area is clear. Those stars are never a problem. All the enemies are gone. So I'm going to go over... Actually, I'm going to go to the bottom. In practice, I never went to the bottom. Although the one to the right is the quickest, obviously, the least fuel. Yeah, see, here's the... You can basically make it so that two ships show up. Okay, so where am I? So I'm at the top here. So my planet, I could actually get to the planet here. Probably shouldn't waste my time on this one. I should have gone to the enemy that was close to the planet. Hopefully I'll finish them off quickly. Come on. Yeah, that's the planet's under attack. Ugh. These guys are shooting at me. Oh, so that's game. So I'll play it again. This game is actually pretty fun. Okay, so here I am, the same map that I was at before. So really, the closest enemy is this one. And that's probably the best strategy, is to take them out, the closest ones out first. And I think this first quadrant is somewhat easier. Oof. Ugh. That was my fault. So I believe this sector is clear. This quadrant. So this guy's getting close, so I'm gonna attack him. So to take out those double hemisphere enemies, you have to get between the distractors. So there's the distractors that it shoots out. You have to get between them and the ship to be able to shoot that ship. Okay, so I'm just going to go down here. Since the others are blockaded, and I will hyper warp. There's one more that I could go to. No, I can't get to it though. Okay, so where are we? So there's a wormhole there that I didn't notice before. And this game really is an improvement on Star Raiders. The gameplay is great. Oh yeah, the demon attack guys, as I call them. No doubt that that's where they were inspired to make those. Oh, that's it. So that's Solaris. It is actually pretty fun. It's definitely a game that's on my must-have list. If you have a chance to get it and play it, you know, I'd say take it. So the second game on my list tonight is Crossbow. And so I have not had a lot of time to practice this. And the time that I did practice, I was terrible. This game, and I'll call up my information about it, but this game has some history to it. So Crossbow is game CX26139. It was released in 1987. It uses the joystick, but apparently this game was initially created to be used with a light gun. And I believe Sentinel, which I have and I'll be playing next week, does use a light gun, but this game doesn't recognize the light gun. So, basically, you, pardon me. So basically, you walk through these levels. I don't know what the ultimate goal is in this game, because I haven't really gotten that far. But you see here, it's showing you the various levels in the game. This is the castle level. And basically, you go through these levels and avoid the problems, the There are the arrows and the condors. So there's a volcano. It's kind of hard to see here. There's a volcano. There's a jungle. There's a desert. There's an ice cave, and I don't know what the one in the, but this is the ice cave. And so you have to do certain tasks in each level. There's bats in here, and there's falling stalactites, and you need to shoot the stalactites. And this game was originally designed for use with a light gun. And people are saying, well, you know, if you had a light gun, your reaction time could be a lot quicker than it is with the joystick, where you have to slowly slide your cursor all the way up to the thing. And then if you miss, you have to realign. You know, it's not a real quick snap of your wrist. It's moving the dot. And so I really had trouble practicing it. And so, you know, I probably will have trouble here. I'll do my best, and I think I can show you at least 4 of the levels. I've gotten through the desert level and the volcano level, and I've made it to the ice cave in the jungle. And in the jungle, so in the volcano, there's lava spewing out. In the desert, you saw it, there's ants and scorpions. In the ice cave, there's stalactites. And in the jungle, there's monkeys throwing feces at you. That's apparently what it is monkeys throwing feces. So it's weird. And just a moment here. So I'll just start and play game 1 and show you what's interesting about it. So here we are, game 1. Here's my cursor. Boy, that is terrible. That looks terrible. The contrast is off. So one of the adapters that I set up changed some of the video signals, and I'm still messing with them. So bear with me a moment. I'm gonna make an adjustment here. Turn the contrast up a little, maybe, or maybe turn the hue. That doesn't seem to be affecting it. Maybe brightness. Brightness. The image was getting really bad though. All right, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. Maybe the brightness did help. Okay, it's still terrible, but we'll play it and see how it goes. So basically, you're sitting here and you get to choose which path you take. Okay, you can go right to the castle, and maybe we will. Maybe we'll just reset and. Oh no, that's right. Yeah, that was originally what I thought. You could just click that, and it would take you to there. But you basically have two path choices. You can choose the green path or the red path. So I'm going to choose the green path first because I believe that takes you to the desert. Maybe we'll go to game 2 and see if... Yeah, so that moved me to the desert. So get ready. Ah. My joystick is not working. Hold on, I'm going to reset. It's not pushing up. Might need a different joystick. So we'll go back to the desert. Okay. Ugh. He's gonna kill me again. You basically only need to be concerned about these couple levels. So now I'm going to go to the levels completed. So there's my new friend that I gained. But so now from here, I guess I choose the next path. So here I'll choose green, and I'll go to the ice caverns. Ugh. It's best to keep your thing. Oh, that's game over. so I'm gonna go back to the desert. Hopefully I don't die this time. Move my joystick to... Been abusing my joysticks lately with that track and field game. No! I thought that guy was not a problem. Ugh. Man, I'm terrible. I told you, I didn't really practice that much at this game, and it's really not that hard. It might be that I just need a different joystick. Yeah, so this is what it did to me before. Oh no, oh crap. Well, I gained a new friend, I guess. I don't think that I've ever made it through the ice cavern, so... Three lives and that's it. So, I'm going to start all over. So you've seen the ice cavern. Go back to the desert one more time. Maybe try the ice cavern one more time. Yeah, sometimes they'll come up behind you. Whew, that was lucky. I guess it's good that they give you a half a second before they kill you. I don't know how I walked through those two. And maybe because I lost a life, it just did the level completed. That stupid bat. I didn't get distracted by the bat, and the bat got me. Alright, so here I'm going to show you the volcano. I've gotten past that once. Ugh. So in this, you have to hit that. In the ice... Ugh. Where am I? Where's my... Oh, no. Somehow I selected... Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm just going to reset. So... in this screen, you can move your joystick left or right, or up or down. Wait, push. I don't know. So we're going to play game one. But in this game select screen, you can move your joystick left and right to pick which level you want. So we're going to play game one first. And we'll go to the red and go back to the volcano so I can maybe show you the jungle. So first thing, shoot the dirt. Then I think he's safe till about here. Ugh, I missed it. There are patterns to it. So I'm going to do game two, and we'll see if the patterns are different. Since get ready. So we're in the desert again. boy, this is crazy. Now something's going on with my joystick because it's all the way, I think the cursor's all the way on the side. I think the joystick might be broken. Maybe it's unplugged. Maybe it needs to be replugged. Something's wrong with the joystick. Gonna reset it. So we saw green took me to the desert, and this red takes me to the volcano again. Like I said, the next place I think I need to protect him is right here. Oh. You see, it only falls through certain areas, so maybe at time. Well, that's interesting. I can't choose a path now. Maybe because I'm cranking on the joystick as it's changing screens. It doesn't like that. Nah. Why did they turn around? Maybe because of the bird? Have one behind me. So now I'm going to go red and see where it takes me. To the volcano? Game over. Well, that's Crossbow. It's really not that fun. Did I read all the information on that? Or did I just start playing it? VGR ratings for that game. Graphics were rated 4, which is good, and playability is 3, which is worth playing. I think the more you play it, probably the more people tend to like it, you know, but for me, that's a dry, brief enjoyment. You know, after playing Solaris, that one is just not worth your time. So the last game I have on my list for tonight is Desert Falcon. So I'll put that in here. And I will read off the information that I have. So Desert Falcon is cartridge CX26140. It was released in 1987. It uses the joystick controller. And in this game, I still haven't figured it out because I haven't practiced it that much. But you're a bird that can shoot. And it's in, I think, Egypt or something like that. You have enemies that fly at you and shoot at you. You can't hit any of the pillars that are in the way or you die. You can land, and I think you pick up these white, maybe they're eggs. We'll see when I read the instructions. And then there's these glyphs that are on the ground that you need to pick up, and you need to assemble things. I think they're treasures. And so you pick those up, and then at some point you're transported to the Sphinx, and the Sphinx shoots enemies at you. Yeah, here's the Sphinx, and it shoots enemies at you, and you have to take the enemies out and shoot the face off of the Sphinx. The game is really kind of me. I have it for the 7800 as well, and I don't really like playing it there either. It's somewhat confusing. The colors are off here, and I don't know if that's because it's in the reset mode, where you need to start the game, but I can adjust those later. We're just looking at the game for now. So I don't really have a ton of information about this, so basically I'm going to be playing this for maybe the third or fourth time as I'm playing through it here today. The VGR ratings for this game, the graphics were 3, which was decent, and the playability is 2, dry, brief enjoyment, and I will tend to agree with those. So I'm going to play this on novice because it's easier, and I'm really not that good. It's funny that it doesn't start out on novice and make you switch to standard. So anyway, there I am flying. So I think that might be a silver bar. So there I shot an enemy. Oh, there somebody shot me. I think that's a flying fish. Ah, crap. That might be game. No. That's game. I'll get to the Sphinx here and show you that before Ugh. See, if you fly in those obelisks. There we go. Here's the mini Sphinx. Ah, I've never been shot by that thing before. Oh, I missed one. That's my contrast issues here. It actually might not be contrast, it might be my tint. I'll fix that before next week. At least I got my audio back. Ah, that's the first time I've seen that, whatever that was. That's the other thing, you can't really control your speed. Oh my God. I've destroyed it before. I didn't think it was that difficult. Try one more time. Gotta give them credit. At least they got some music in this game. Ugh. I'm gonna blame my poor performance on the bad contrast here or the bad colors. Ugh, I tried landing. I don't even know. All right, so no bonus level. I think I'm done for the night. I know I got started late and this was a short game. The only game tonight that I played that was worth anything was Solaris, and these other two I just have not had enough practice. Maybe I can see that they're better. You know, when I play 7,800 games, I'll maybe prepare for Desert Falcon a little more. Really, it's a terrible game. There's really no real good premise behind it. Maybe there's some story behind it, the Desert Falcon, but you know they don't really do a good job presenting it. So I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. And as always, if you like these kind of videos, please like and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Please leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to see. I'll do my best to get it to you. And as always, stay healthy, be safe, wash your hands, social distance. I'll be back on Monday with 3 new games. Next week is going to be the end of my Atari published Atari 2600 games. And then we'll go on forward after that. I'm going to take a small break to basically regroup, you know, prepare some stuff, maybe, you know, do some maintenance on some of the equipment. It's obvious that I need some. And then, you know, we'll start back up a couple weeks after that. I'll still do streaming, but maybe not anything so formal. I was thinking I might play some prototype games, you know, during the downtime. So, as always, I appreciate you watching and have a good evening.